Hi guys, welcome to my video sqlhack, in which we are trying to manipulate SQL query and try to gather information or the exploit or the update the table or the add the data in the table. And let's start with our Webgoat application, which is vulnerable, and we use burpshoot as well as kalilinux SQL map. And let's start. So let's start with string SQL injection. And in string SQL injection, here we can see the query select star from user data, where last name equal to your name means we put your name, whatever the username, it will get the data for that particular user. And star means all the data from user data table. So if we want to manipulate and we want to gather all the data from user data instead of last name, which is any last name, and we want all the data instead of the last name equal to this or last name equal to that. For that we can use SQL injection. And uh, let's put some dummy name admin, then or then one. And let I will explain after this hack. Yeah, so here you can see all the data is gathered here. Actually, if it was a it was it was supposed to find last name Snow. So if we put last name Snow here, it will give the record of the last, not all the name. Instead, what we did here we hacked the query and gathered all the information from table. Let me show you again. We don't we want only we want all the information from table, and for that we use this hack of query, like this admin or 1 equal to 1 equal to 1. And let's try. You able to see this? This is the all the data. Instead of last name Snow, we gather all the information from database, means from this table particular user data. I will explain how it happened. So here query is like this: select star from database, here user equal to admin. This is the uh, this is the query, sorry. Select star from database where last name equal to quotation single quotation mark plus is concatenating the dollar user variable, and then plus, and then last is a completing the query string with single quote. So what happens? We copy this query. Let's copy this query and try to check how it manipulated. Let me put here this query. Now we put we put this user equal to this dollar user equal to, here we use dollar user equal to admin quotation mark or space quotation mark 1 quotation mark equal to quotation mark 1. And let's put this in query and let's check what it gives. So let's put this and check what will be evolution of query. Last name equal to, then quotation mark. Now let's put our users value. Now if you see, this is evaluated to like this: select star from database where last name equal to admin or quotation mark 1 quotation mark equal to quotation mark 1, and last plus this last quote is also going to end this query, and this query will be like this. So here if you see in this query, the where clause is useless because where clause returns value true, because last name equal to admin or 1, where 1 is always evaluated to 1. And in or statement, true or false means true or false always result in true. So the effective query will be like this. Where has no meaning now. So effective query is like this. Select star from database means select star from, in this case select star from user data. In this case our user from, this will be the query. So this way you can manipulate and do SQL injection and gather the information which should be protected. So let's move to the second hack, which is string based SQL injection. This is this one, and here we need burp shoot. So we don't have a password for Larry user, and we want to log in with hack SQL injection. So let's enable burp shoot. So here this is the burp shoot which used to intercept the request from web browser to the server, and here we are intercepting values from browser, and which will allow us to manipulate request and values. So let's start. So I'm going to put some random password ABCD, and you are able to see this is the ABCD, which is password, and user ID is 101. And let's hack this and allow to log in with hack. So first we have to put uh, quotation mark, then or, then again quotation mark 1, then quotation mark, then equal to, then quotation mark 1. So this is another same kind of query, and we are trying to log in with this query. So let's do this. So are you able to see this? You are logged in as Larry, and this is SQL hack. Let's discuss what I actually did. So here you can see query is like this. Mm, yes, like this. Here we can put XY ABCD instead of XYZ. So query is like this. Select. Let me copy this and let me explain. So yeah. So are you able to see this query? Select user from employees where employee ID, and this plus is just concatenating the our variable which is $ID, which is input from our login, and it's again this part of query, it's concatenating, and then password, and password uh, concatenating again the $pass. So if we put this value, we put this value here in password, let's first copy this and let me explain. So here you can put this value ABCD instead of password, and let me put it here. Let me put it in here. So here we can put the same ID 101 which was there. So whole query will be like this. If you remove the plus sign, whole query will be like this. You remove this plus sign and you will be see whole query will be like this. So whole query will be like this. So select user from employee where employee ID is 101 and password equal to, we use this thing ABCD single quote or in single quote 1, and then single quote equal to single quote 1, and this last was already there in program which we are manipulating, and this query will be executing here password abcd or 1 equal to 1, means this part will be useless now. This is always evaluate as 1, as true. So final query will be like this. True. So there is no meaning of and now. So whole query will be evaluated like this. And again, if there is a if statement, there will be a if statement with this query like this. When authentication programming is done, it will be like this. And this if statement evaluate into true, and it will allow login. So code will be like this: if true, allow login, else deny login. Here the query is evaluated in this box is true, and so it's allow login. Same is happen here. Here this Larry user is allowed because of this query. So let's move to the third hack. Third hack is nothing but numerical thing. For that we have to log in here first, and for login we will use same query which we used previously. So let me intercept again burp suite, and let's again log in. So I'm again going to put ABCD, which is not password, which is wrong password, and put login. Now again we are going to manipulate values and put the query, update the query. So first we have to put quotation mark or space, uh, one quotation mark one, quotation mark, then quotation mark one, and let's log in. So we are able to log in now. So if you want to see profile of Larry, we have to click this very, and let's forward this, and you are able to see Larry's profile. Now we want to see other profile which has high salary, or which has, for example, we want to check other person's salary based on the descending order. So for that, again let's log out from here, and let's again try to manipulate. So I'm going to put ABCD again and log in as Larry, and let's log in with this query. Now I want to see the query, I want to see the uh, entry descending order with respect to salary, and I want first profile based on the salary with respect to descending order. So what I will do, I will put this query, simple query, or 1 equal to 1, order order by is a clause by which you can sort with respect to any field. So here field is salary on which we are sorting, and we want descending order, and let's do this. And first record from this manipulate query, it will be a display here. So let me do this. So are able to see this is Neville, and its salary is 4500. It's the highest salary, right? And we did manipulation based on the salary. Now let's see how it works. So here, if you see in program, query is like this. select star from employee, and we want first record. We want first record, and we put an additional thing this in query. This is the actual query, and we put it or one order by salary descending. So what happens? This value for employee 101 is become useless because employee ID equal to 101 or 1. So this will be resulting the true. So where clause is useless now. So query becomes like this. Select star from employee and order by salary descending. Now first record will be here. First record will be displayed here, which is Neville. So we get all the information. Star means all the information from employee table, and order by means sort by salary and descending order, and we get this first record Neville. So this is the hack, and let's move to the modify data and with SQL injection. So let's put the intercept off. Here you can see user is J Smith, and its salary shows 20,000 rupees, and now we want to check which query is running behind it, so we have to put quote and create the error. So we are going to do this. So are you able to see? You are able to see here query is this select star from salaries where user ID equal to, and we put dash not dash, sorry, a quotation mark, so it cause error. So let's put some value and manipulate it. So let's put this, and let's make the salary of J Smith 200. Here you can see we are adding J Smith quotation mark semicolon update salaries. Salaries is a table where we are going to set the salary to 200, set salary 200 where user ID equal to quotation J Smith. Let's do this. So record is updated. Now let's see what is the salary of J Smith. So it's a 200 now. So let's see how it works. So here you can see this is the actual query. Select star from salaries where user ID equal to $user, and start is a first quote plus $user, then plus second quote. Now let's put this whole thing, let's put in the query, and when we put this, let me construct. So when I put $user as this, how it looks. So if you remove the plus sign, it will be like this. Select star from salaries where user ID equal to, remove the plus, J Smith, quotation is end, semicolon, update salaries, set salary equal to 200 where user ID equal to in quotation J Smith, sorry, then remove the plus, then this is the query. So select star from salaries where user ID equal to J Smith, this is first query, and second query we are adding update salaries, set salary 200 where user ID equal to J Smith. So it will update salary for J Smith here as well as select query. Now our another hack, which is add data with SQL injection. So again we are using same kind of thing. Here we are using you are going to use insert. So we are going to use this statement, and here we use another 4, we use another 20, and let's copy this. So it will insert user ID another 20 with salary. Let's make 10,000, 10,000 salary. So let's put this, and let's try to run insert query along with the select query. So it will successfully inserted. Now let's do one another hack. Let's retry all the records and check whether inserted or not, our record is inserted in last query or not. So here we are going to put jsmith quotation mark space or space 1 equal to 1 dash dash. So here you can see another 20 is added. Now let's see how it works. So here query is like this: select star from salaries where user ID equal to user, and we have to we place the user equal to this. So let me put this and let me show you how to evaluate. So first let me copy again this and remove the user with statement, this statement. So if you remove plus plus, it will be like this, it will evaluate like this: select star from salaries where user ID equal to, if you remove plus, it will jsmith quotation semicolon insert into salaries, and here two columns are there in table: user ID and salary, and values means the values of the user ID and salary, which is this one. So, and if we remove plus sign, it will be like this. And here we use dash dash, which means the query, the whatever the thing after this query, it's ignored. Means now this quotation mark has no effect on query, so it will not give any error of incomplete query. And dash dash will terminate this meaning of this single quote. So query will be like this. Final query will be like this. So select star from salaries where user ID equal to jsmith, and this is the first query. Second, insert into salaries user ID salary, which has value. Sorry, I by mistake put one code here. So it's like this: single quote another 20, comma 10,000, and like this. So this will run two queries, first one and second one also, and result of second query will be displayed here. Now our last demonstration of hack is blind numeric SQL injection, where we are trying to use burp shoot and try to manipulate data from this Webgoat application. Its database name, its database table name, and its database tables values columns. So let's try. First, we have to enable the burp shoot. We have to enable the interception of burp shoot, and we have to capture the request. So I'm going to do this. Let's do. So this is the request. This is the request from web browser to Webgoat server. So here you can see uh, there are different values: account number, submit, and we are using this request, and we are trying to manipulate with different SQL statement to find out what is the database values, and for that we are using sqlmap. So first we have to save this request, which is generated from web browser to Webgoat and intercept by this our burp shoot. Save this, and we are going to save this as sqlmap webgoat burp, and save this. Okay, now let's off the intercept. Now we are going to use our sqlmap command. So our first command will be like this one, and here I will explain what is exactly the command is. If you see sqlmap minus r is a request, r is a request. sqlmap webgoat burp is we already saved from burp shoot. Recently we saved the request from burp shoot, it is that, and flush session. And let's run this command, this command. It will try to manipulate with different SQL statements. So we are allowing him to check various things, giving yes. And why? So it's trying to find what is the database behind this Webgoat application. So it's trying to find with different combinations for different database and different SQL statement. Okay, you are able to see here the backend data DBMS is means DBMS means database management system is as HSSQLDB. Now let's try to find databases inside this database system. So our second command will be DBS. We are just going to append DBS just DBS, and we try to find what are the databases. So you can see here two databases. One is public, second is information schema. Let's dig into further. Let me clear the screen. Let's dig into further and try to find tables inside public database. Let's run our third command. Third command is here you can see minus D is the database name which is public, and here you can see dash tables means tables inside the public database. So let me copy this and let me put this and let's run. So it's trying to find the tables which are this auth, employee, messages, pins. product system data, salaries, transactions, user data 10. So these are the 16 tables you can see. Now let's try to find columns of database, employee table, public database, and the columns of employee table. So our fifth command will be, let's first clear the screen. So our fifth command will be, not fifth but fourth command. Our fourth command will be columns. So here you can see in this command, minus d is public, which is our database, minus t is employee, which is our table employee, and columns means the columns inside the employee table. So let's run this and enter. We are saying yes for other manipulation in this script whenever it asks for y or n. So you can see here it's trying to, it has identified again the database and it's trying to gather the informations. Okay, so you can check here. Table employee has these columns, addresses, user ID, all these things, salary. Now let's try to dump the values from table employee and our last and fifth command. So we are trying to dump. We use minus d as database, public database, minus t as a table, employee table, and this dump means dump the value of employee table. So we are going to run this. So I'm going to run this, let it run. Meanwhile, I want to introduce myself. My name is Amit Dhanani, and I am in the IT since 13 years. I provide online certified ethical hacking training, and you can check my website amitdhanani.in in this video's uh, description, YouTube or whatever where I put it, and you can try to check my website and try to find a course, certified ethical hacking. In IT courses you can discover this certified ethical hacking course. I provide certified ethical hacking course with pentest plus, and I cover both thing as main things and all things, almost all the practical, and I provide some ebooks on both Pentest Plus and certified ethical hacking. So it's trying to retrieving the data here. You can see here. It's retrieving the data from employee table. So you can see me in this video at last. My name is Amit Dhanani and I provide online trainings in major subjects of IT infrastructure, and I provide certified ethical hacking training, and it starts from basics. So please check my website amitdhanani.in and check section IT trainings, and where you can find my training courses. So it's almost done. This is uh, while it gathering the information, I want to explain. There are so many applications, so many things in this Webgoat. You can uh, try different attacks on this application. Uh, there are cross-site scripting attacks in this, then CSRF attacks. CSRF attacks is nothing but cross-site request forgery. It's basically used when your form doesn't have a CSRF token. Anyone can be create form the similar to website and send request to someone to fill and send the request to server. And to protect it, there is CSRF protection token in mostly web application. If it is not there, we have to add, and it's check. It's a uh, this kind of attack is prevented by CSRF token. Then there is HTTP only test, which is actually if your web application is not allowing HTTP only flag to be true, your cookies can be manipulated and misused. Apart from, there are other attacks. You can see here Ajax security. Ajax also used to send requests to server for particular URL, and there are certain attacks like DOM injection. DOM is nothing but your document model of your browser, which can be manipulated. And XML injection is also one kind of attack, like JSON. Like XML is a one kind of JSON, one kind of uh, data structure, not data structure, but one kind of method via you can send the field and values to server. Same way the JSON, and you can manipulate it also. Apart from, there are different attacks you can explore here in this this application. And this application is a Webgoat, and we are almost end of this SQL map hack. We are just few seconds far from getting all the information in table. So let's see. This SQL map is available in your kalilinux, and you can use it. And burp shoot is also available in your kalilinux. Uh, this burp shoot is also available in your kalilinux, and you can use it. For WebGoat, you have to install it and configure on the Linux, or you can install Web OWAS OWAS BWA VirtualBox image and use it in your VirtualBox, and then you set up the VirtualBox network and then try to hack this whole thing. And if I will take care of all these things if you are taking the course Certified Ethical and Pentest from me. It's a combined course, Certified Ethical Hacking and Pentest Plus. So we are getting the values here. You can see these values, and at last it will show the table wise different headers. Inside that headers, that columns, it will show the values. But you can see here these are the values, different values. These are the different values of columns, different columns. So I'm going to end this session here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you want training, you can check my website www.amitdhanani.in, and in IT course section you can find my course Certified Ethical Hacking with Pentest Plus, and you can check the content and other details. And hope you enjoy. Thanks.